Right guys, having briefly unpacked the pannier, I thought I'd go through some of the other bits and bobs in a bit more detail. I'm going to move it because I think what I'll do is start with the clothes bag. So yeah, obviously day to day be wearing sports bra, usually as a base, a short sleeve top, pair of cycling shorts, the sandals and shoes and whatever, depending on climate. But this is pretty much what came with us all the way round, and then we've got the extras here as well. Oh, which you know, sorry. Right, so what we have is some rather lovely Hoob leg warmers. Very comfortable, very adaptable for changing situations and temperatures. A bit of a zip on the bottom, so they're easy to get on and off, and they did come on and off a lot of the time. So they worked fab. I'll just pop everything out of the way as we go. So a sports bra, very basic. Just had 2 of these, so wash one, wear one throughout the trip. And 1 sock. Don't know where the other one's gone. Oh, here he is. 2 socks, 2 merino socks. Again, these came all the way round, but wasn't wearing socks until Australia really. But yeah, so they were cycling socks. Gotta go with the buff. This is my Audax buff. So it's quite a dilemma to choose which ones to bring, but this is quite a snazzy design. But yeah, buff also doubles up as, you know, buff around your neck, buff around your hair, hat, eye mask, all sorts of things. It even can be used as a little towel as well, so I was always sure a buff was going to come with me. Gloves, obviously more gloves were required, but these, I actually wore these in Canada still, just these, but these just little basic merino gloves, have a hole in them now unfortunately, but yeah, touchscreen as well, so I could work everything I needed to on the back. But yeah, they were great. And here we have the famous, obviously they wouldn't both be in here, I was usually wearing one pair, but the shorts. So these are from Outkit. They're quite a basic short. I think some of you would have seen they featured in the quiz. But blooming heck have they lasted well. They have got some on the legs, they've kind of got a bit of wear and a bit of, yeah, you can see they've been used basically. This one, you probably can't see, but the pad has completely disintegrated. So yeah, I could probably have used a new one. There's like bits of foam floating around in there, so, and I've sewed them up as well, so I think they're probably done. But they did last me 18,000 miles, and they did do really well, and they're really, really comfy. I would definitely buy these again. They have got that little silicone strip on the leg, which, yeah, I think there's nice ones out there nowadays, but in terms of the material, they're quite thick for cycling shorts. They've got a nice waistband, bit longer than some of them. They're not like complete skinny fit. They did have an Outkit logo on there, that fell off too, but yeah, really, really pleased with these. They're amazing, so big shout out to Outkit. These ones held up a little bit better, but yeah, nice shorts. Right, what else have we got? These are leggings, and also pyjamas, and also plain wear, and also my going out trousers and anything. So nice and soft and kind of thermally, and just another spare layer if we ever needed it. And that combined with my, I won't be able to find it now. Merino. So this was essentially my casual clothing, the complete look. So this is another lovely item from Hoob. Nice reflective detail there, extremely comfortable, breathable, wicking, lovely merino top. So they were great, and this of course could be worn on the bike as well as off the bike too, for an extra layer of warmth, and it certainly was when it got to the coldest. We have my long sleeve jersey. in the Thunderbirds 2 design, also from Hoob, kind of sports wool, so it's like lightly lined. Pockets in the back, nice long sleeve, very long sleeves in fact. It's quite a tight fit, like a skinny fit, but plenty of length there, probably more than my stumpy arms needed. But yeah, this was worn all through the kind of second half of the trip once it got colder, and yeah, a great design as well. My short sleeves, one of them was just on death's door, so yeah, unfortunately I don't have that anymore. And the other one we have signed and is in Hoob Design headquarters, so I'm quite proud of that. This was just another base layer that I actually acquired this. So this didn't come the whole way, but it was another base layer for the colder part of the trip, just as thermal, which was great. Wore that pretty much most days after that. We have as well, which we wouldn't have carried had we not been given them, that they were so fantastic, we kind of felt we needed to. Our tour of Greasy, I'll probably say it wrong every time, jerseys that were very kindly given us to Bangalore in India. And we've got one each. I think Stevie got the winner's jersey. And yeah, they're a little bit thicker than the Hoob ones were, so we did wear them on occasion. And again, it was a kind of backup layer, as it were. But yeah, we couldn't have left these behind, even though we never intended to take them. And another gift as well was a rather nice Shimano buff from Mars Bicycle in Turkey. And yeah, you can never have too many buffs, so that one did come as well. And then we have bed socks, which so I'd use these camping, for example, particularly in Australia where it's getting colder and I was wearing socks and sandals in the day. I'd switch to these at night. I bought these in Australia, in fact, so they were a pair. They were like pair of these colour, pair of these colour. In Canada, I started wearing these in the day as well with my cycling shoes, as a second layer of socks. So the other set of these I started using as day socks, and they got rather manky and muddy, so they went in the bin in Berlin, and I kept these as night socks. There's the other sports bra, and then we have my bikini. That's Jeffrey joining in. So it probably seems a bikini is probably not an essential thing, but actually I had it in case I ever did need to wash or bathe anywhere not very private at the end of the day. And yeah, I did use it in a couple of pools, the best one being in Thailand. Never got in the sea in it, unfortunately, but yeah, just a bit of a backup to have too. And then right down the bottom here we have the toe covers, also from Hoob, to get a bit worn on the bottom, but yeah, great for just a layer of protection, just keeping your toes a bit warmer when it wasn't too cold. So that was the clothing bag. And then just briefly as extras we have, so what I acquired or got sent out for the end of New Zealand. So Hoob very, very kindly got us a delivery sent out. We had a beanie hat each, which could be worn under the cycle helmet. We had a pair of neoprene gloves, which are amazing in the wet. Again, like reflective details and everything. Always hard to move your hands in neoprene, so I preferred not to wear them unless we really needed to, but yeah, great layer. And these, they didn't have these in Stevie's size. I think he was a bit jealous, but these are full-on shoe covers. Kind of a neoprene again, stretchy, so you peel these on and off over your cycling shoes, and these were super, super warm, so those are fantastic. Thanks so much to Hoob for those. And then the rest of my stuff came from Walmart. So I've got a little pair of leather mittens. Being on the back, I didn't need as much dexterity as Stevie, so if it's really cold I could wear these super toasty because they're a mitten, leather as well, so really kind of durable and they're fantastic. Great kind of cheap buy. My snood, this is just great. I'm so glad I bought this. So kind of double thick lined. It's got a little nose piece that you can pinch over the nose, and it meant that I could be right up to the eyes and then right down to there with a hat. So when it was down at -10, I had basically hid in this all day, and that was really useful. And then just a pair of kind of moderate weight leggings to go over the cycling shorts and everything, quick drying, just like a sports legging, for an extra layer to go over cycling shorts and leg warmers when it was pretty chilly. So yeah, that's it pretty much for my clothing, apart from having a windproof, waterproof, high-vis vest, helmet, sunglasses, everything like that. But yeah. So one thing I missed is this rather wonderful item, which would have been in my pannier most of the time as well. This is, as you can see, a rather nice scarf. Great for evenings and keeping warm, but it also doubles up as a throw around scarf type thing. If we did happen to be somewhere where it didn't look quite so socially acceptable to be wearing cycling clothing all the time as well. It is, of course, able to be a skirt. So if I was washing my one pair of leggings, I could, in fact I did go out wearing just that as a skirt as well. And yeah, all sorts of uses. It functions as a bedspread because it's massive. So I think there's one night we were quite dubious of some bedding and use this. It can be a towel, it can be another layer. Yeah, so if you've seen the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you'll know what I mean by, yes, it's fairly multi-use towel type attire. And yeah, it also, had we ever been anywhere it was required, could be a headscarf. So yeah, this, I've had this for years. It comes travelling with me everywhere, and yeah, it's a really useful bit of kit, as much as on the surface probably seems fairly unnecessary, but everybody needs a good scarf like this.